Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us again on Farmer's Diary. I'm your host, Iwe Sekundi. Farmer's Diary is that program where we devote time to discuss how farmers can increase food production, create jobs, as well as improve on food security and livelihood through agriculture. On our lineup today, we would keep our promise to highlight the ongoing debate on the introduction of genetically modified organisms, also called GMOs, in Nigeria. But before we look into the debate, let's first find out what GMOs are. Genetically modified organisms, GMOs, can be defined as organisms, that is, plants, animals or microorganisms in which the genetic material, DNA, has been altered in a way that does not occur naturally by mating or natural recombination. The technology is often called modern biotechnology or gene technology. And food produced using GMOs are often referred to as GM foods.
Well, times are changing, and so we must also move with time. You know, in time past, the technology that was in use was the basic technology of using hoe and cutlass and making use of indigenous seed varieties and so on and so forth. The field of biotechnology is equally evolving, and so we must move with time. In order to move with time, the currently available knowledge in biotechnology must be deployed in order to improve our farming techniques and systems. Now, biotechnology, especially agricultural biotechnology, is essentially improve agriculture, because you cannot talk about improvement in agriculture without talking about biotechnology.
The release of GMOs into the world and the marketing of GM foods have resulted in a public debate in many parts of the world. This debate is likely to continue, probably in the broader context of other uses of biotechnology and their consequences for human society, even though the issues under debate are usually very similar. The outcomes of the debate differs from country to country.
The issue of GMO is also being taken because the farmer seed needs to be respected. You know, tradition must continue. So GMO and other issues that is hampering development so far as agroecology is concerned need to be respected. Yeah, the food security is there are some dimension. We are looking at the access, the affordability, and what have you. So in terms of food security, you know, the commercial farmers produce little percentage, but it's the agroecology or the family farm, the peasant farmer, who produce enough to feed the population. So food security is an aspect of importance in every country to be respected, and then have workable policies in order to have food on the table for everyone.
They say charity begins at home. And so our discussions on the focus on the ongoing debates on the introduction of GMOs will be on Nigeria. So let's hear from the main actors what the issues are concerning GMOs. To do so, we will take it from where the beginning of increase in farm yields begins, and that is the seed. According to experts, seeds play an important role in agricultural food production. Hence, it is simply defined as a material which is used for planting or regeneration purposes.
We want to ensure that it's only good quality seeds that are actually available and are being used by our farmers for productivity and to enhance their income.
the Director General of the National Agricultural Seed Council, Dr. Olusegun Ojo, there on the role of quality seed production, usage and application in Nigeria as part of its mandate provided under the National Seed Policy. In Section 8, subsection 1 of that policy, the development of GMO is allowed, but under certain conditions.
Modern biotechnology, which you are talking about, is actually allowable under the National Seed Policy. But the seed policy is saying that there is the need to ensure that local capacity is actually built. There must be local capacity in terms of infrastructure, and people must be properly trained to actually handle it. And the policy is even saying that they must be domesticated rather than actually bringing those from outside. That scientists actually must domesticate it in this country. And also facilities must be provided in such a way that they must be tested and ensure that they are okay.
And so, there seems to be no national consensus on the ongoing debates and discussions on GMOs in Nigeria. While on one hand, some civil society organizations call for caution in the introduction of this technology, stating their concerns.
I'm really surprised the way GMO discourse is going in Nigeria. I want to debunk the claim that every Nigerian who are opposed to GMOs, they are not gullible Nigerians. This perception must be corrected. We need a consensus building approach, and for the GMOs that are being introduced, they are not a given. Feed testing is already going on. The science itself is head suspect. It's based on uncertainties. And where there are uncertainties, the precautionary principle should apply. There is grave monumental danger involved in introducing GMOs into Nigeria because there are so many problems. Number one, the new products are likely to contaminate the natural food system as we know it due to cross-pollination and fertilization that will occur. There is no answer how they will contend with that. Secondly, and very importantly, the herbicides and the pesticides that goes with it are very harmful. Many of them will find their way into the food system, into the waterways, and we need to curtail them. But the salient question to ask is, can Nigeria feed itself without GMOs? Can Nigeria feed itself without dependence on other countries? If Nigeria was once a net exporter of food, without GMOs, without oil, then the country can retrace its steps and do those things that were prevalent in the past. We strongly believe that GMOs is not an answer to the food shortage in Nigeria. It is a way of market expansion for the biotech agro-business industry.
The only thing we know is that it's obvious that the government is bent on bringing in genetically modified foods into the country. And it gives us great concern because for a lot of things happening, there seems to be a lot of abuse in the agri sector. And these things are obvious as you go talking with farmers, you go talking with the real stakeholders, not portfolio farmers, the real farmers in the field. And one of the major challenges, or one of the major concerns I have observed, is that the companies who are bringing in these genetically modified foods are hiding behind our government to feed us food that we don't even know what it's all about. We are not, they're making it look as if we that are speaking out against GMOs, that we are fighting government. No, we're not fighting government. We're asking government under the platform of National Biosafety Management Agency to remain as a regulator. Let the companies who are selling these products come out and tell us how good their products are. Tell us about their products. Monsanto, for example, cannot come and hide behind my government to sell me what I don't want to eat.
Farmers, on the other hand, seem to be dominantly ignorant on what the GMO is all about.
I say if they bring that GMO, I'll go farm more than this one, self.
Why?
Because of farming is good.
Even as you say you don't know about it.
Yes, because I know it's a good thing.
How do you know?
Yes, now Nigeria can't give me a bad thing. You know about it. So we want them to support. So to food full everywhere.
And so if they support anything, even the one you don't know, or you go join?
Not be the one where I don't know, the one where I know about farm. I will do it.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm a farmer. As you can see, this is my yam.
Okay. Have you heard about this GMO?
No, I have not heard about it. It's not that you are saying GMO. I'm hearing it.
And you are a farmer?
I'm a farmer, you can see. Because we there as the land, no reach us now. No be our village, we there they share and small, so that we'll get a little one. The yam from here to that side is my yam. I'm the owner of this yam.
So as they farm yam now, they say government by next year they will bring out GMO seed so that farmers can begin to plant, that it will increase food. But some people say the GMO not too good, it's not good for health. So if they can't bring that now, you go farm.
I go farm in Nigeria now because as they bring the GMO, if even they say no good for body, they'll bring the solution for it. If not, as we the sick, they go hospital till we are finding the solution from drugs where they be giving us and we are healed. So anything that is good, that is what they will bring for us. They can't bring fake thing. Because Nigeria, when you bring fake thing, they'll know they will arrest you. Not so. They'll not bring something that will kill us now. So we are happy if they bring it. That will make us to good. And when it's good, we'll make it well. God will put hand and will progress.
You don't have time. But Ghana, what's serious now we want to talk about Nigeria and agriculture?
And let them bring it first and see before we agree with them. Hey, my sister, I'm busy. Let them bring anything that we want bring. We are there. We, the one where our parents teach us what they do.
If they bring another one, I'll not go take.
See, they bring it too.
This is my first time of hearing GMO. I haven't heard of it before. It sounds kind of strange to me hearing. Really, yes, I would like to, because I like giving things a try and to know the outcome and what it comes to, the benefits of it. And that's it. I don't really know much about it, like I said earlier on. I haven't heard about GMO, but truly I would like to get to know what it's all about and all that, then to know the outcome.
I've been farming for the past 15 years. I farm maize, and the guinea corn is almost getting ready, and I farm beans. I just go to the market, to the seedler sellers, and I buy my seed in the market, and I come and plant.
Do you know about GMO, genetically modified organisms?
In fact, I've never even heard of it.
You have not heard of it at all?
I have not heard of it.
Not on the television, not on the radio?
Not at all, until today.
Wow. Okay, so maybe I enlighten you a little. They say genetically modified organisms are the kind of foods that are, genetically modified so that they can give farmers increased yield. But again, some people are, of the opinion that it is not safe because of the modification, that is unhealthy for a human being to consume. Now that I've enlightened you a little about GMO, as a farmer, would you like to plant GMO seed when they come into the market?
In fact, if I can see, I will be happy to buy and plant in my farm so that I can harvest a good seed at the end of the day.
All right, how about the health concerns that some people have raised about it?
Anyway, about the health element of it, I can say maybe when we get to know about it first, when we get it, we will know how to go about the health benefit of it.
So you would like to plant GMO seeds?
Yes, ma. In fact, I will advise that the people concerned should create awareness concerning this product, and those GMOs that are bringing the seedlings, they can go ahead and bring it, because people will want to harvest multitude seeds than to plant any one that you see and harvest a little of it. At the end of the day, you will suffer and suffer. At the end of the day, you harvest a little. But if you can have surplus, we will have enough in the house to eat and even sell out. My advice is that they should bring the seedling for us to buy and plant. And they should create awareness, because if not for today, I have not heard of this seed of a tin. So there should be a platform where people will be gathered and tell them and create awareness to them so that they can know about it the more.
Farmers there expressing their readiness to adopt the new agricultural modern biotechnology amidst total ignorance of what the technology is all about. Worrisome, if you ask me. These are the people who are expected at the end of this research work to produce food with these GM seeds which we will consume. Yet, up until this moment, they have little or no idea about what this technology is all about. Let's take a short break here. When we return, we'll listen to some experts enlighten us on what extent the research work on the GMOs in Nigeria has revealed so far. I'm sure you won't want to miss out on that. So, do stay with us. Thanks for remaining here. The program is still Farmer's Diary. If you just joined in, the discussion on today's program is on the ongoing debate about the introduction of genetically modified organisms, GMOs, into Nigeria. Some have alleged that it is a harmful move, while others hold that it is the best solution to food security in the country. While others have no knowledge at all about what this technology is all about. You can watch the entire package again on www.ztonline.com. Let's hear from the experts and regulators why and when this technology will be put in use in Nigeria.
Previously, when we were children, we knew that rice grows only in marshy area. But today you can grow rice varieties that have been developed to withstand upland area, even where it is not marshy. All these are advances that Nigeria stands to benefit from, that our scientists have worked tirelessly to ensure that we're catching in this area.
My role on this technology is for me to properly educate people, to provide factual information, scientific and well-researched information on this technology, make it available to the populace so that people will be well educated, so that people will make decisions based on the knowledge they have on this technology. There's no new technology that comes in without having opposition. This is not the first of its kind. I remember when polio vaccine was introduced to Nigeria, there was a very, very serious debate over it, very heated debates, just like we're experiencing. So it's not surprising to also have this experience in this our own new technology, cutting-edge technology, modern biotechnology, genetic modification, either genetic engineering or transgenic technology or whatever you call it. it's the same thing, but I know with time all this will die down. It's just meant to wake up the scientists, let the scientists come out and begin to share what they are doing, the way they develop these crops, the science behind the development of genetically modified crops and foods and products. I believe that if the information is given out, if the scientists are effectively communicating to the populace about what they're doing, I think everything will die down, because it's like there's not enough information out there for people, for people to begin to have confidence, for people to begin to believe in what, the scientists are doing. We need it because our population is on the increase, increasing geometrically, and then we have other attendant problems. The climate change is real, it's there. So we have seen it, we experience it, the drought, encroachment, the rise in temperature, the flood disasters, the gully erosion, it's taking up the arable land that we have. When I hear people saying that we have enough land, Nigeria has enough land to produce enough crops and what, I bet how much of it, have you ever asked yourself how much of the land we have is arable? You would see that at the end of the day, GM products are going to be safer than even our conventional ones. We're still sure that we can do that. NBMA is there and is able to do that. Everything will be fine by 2018, middle 2018, but before the end of 2018.
Assurances of the safety of GMO products coming from the promoters of the technology, of course not without the mention of the government's regulatory agency established by law to address these concerns, which is the National Biosafety Regulatory Agency, NBMA, established since 2015. We hope to hear how prepared this agency is to welcome this modern technology addressing the gaps identified. That will come, of course, in our subsequent edition of Farmer's Diary. But for now, let's hear from another farmer who has been following up on activities of this modern biotechnology in other climes.
Actually, my daughter read biotechnology because we are looking at those things. But are we in the right environment? Did we put place measures where this thing can be put in place and it will work? Let's be sincere. It is one of the beautiful agricultural innovation in the world. It works in various countries in the world, and they are getting positive results. But are we really sure we are ready to take up on that? Not even in our common GSM technology. We are not using them positively. Talk less of something to do with our food.
I hope someone is listening. We must all be part of this ongoing debate on GMOs, especially now that we hear the commercialization of the GM seed is likely to begin next year. That's talking about 2018, because it concerns every one of us. We eat the food produced by these farmers, remember? And of course, they produce raw materials for our industries. So, don't say it doesn't concern you at all. It's for all of us to join the debate. You can leave us your comments on the GMO ongoing debate when you like our Facebook page, Farmers Diary ZT, and leave us your comments there. We will share it with others on our subsequent edition. So now, let's read some of the comments from our social media platform. Here is a comment from Raymond. He says, innovative technologies drive development in the safe environment, food production and humanity capacity development. GMOs are part of our latest innovations. Choice is before humanity today. Here's another comment on our WhatsApp platform. It's from Khalid. He reads, it's been said that GM products, seeds, and likes are harmful to human health and are responsible for some diseases like cancer. Raymond and Khalid, Thanks for your comments and contribution on the ongoing debate on GMOs. You too can send us your comments or contributions if you like our Facebook page, Farmers Diary ZT, and leave us your comments there. Safety priority must be a subject of concern for all of us, as we can continually ensure that we have safe food on our tables. Remember, you can watch this entire episode again online as you log on www.ztonline.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, ZT TV. That's the size of our package for today. Join us again same time next week for another enlightening edition of Farmers Diary. I'm your host, Iwe Sekunde. Bye for now.